Good morning, everyone. Welcome to WowIS. See, before we start, this is our WowIS channel. Here we are posting the notes of daily editorials. Okay, if you want, you can join this and download the content from here itself. Okay. Okay, now we'll start with today's session. First, we'll see today's newspaper, what all things are important in the front page. Okay, so let's start with it. See, first news is promise on poll, pitch on poll promise, cost not linked to freebie debates. Okay, so here what has happened? Basically, our election commission. See, here it is mentioned that he has consulted with national and state parties regarding the proposal that parties should give details of the cost and the impact of the promises they are making. Okay, like financial cost, from where the government will get the money to pay for that, and the implications on the state and government finances. Okay, so on this article is there. This is a proposal. Okay, so unless and until it comes into a light with a proper draft, it's not of much use. Okay, चलिए आगे देखते हैं next news पे. ठीक है. This is about Nobel Prize. Okay, so chemistry and physics Nobel Prize we are talking about. See, here names are mentioned. For chemistry, Caroline Bartoza, then Morten Meldal, K. Barry Sharpless. These three guys are for chemistry. And for physics, if you can see here, physics, it is mentioned that John F. Colzer, Alan Aspect, Anton Zinger. So see, these names are not that much important for prelims or mains point of view in respect of UPSC, but if you are giving state PCS or some other exams related to banks, SSC, there they might ask the names. See, and especially Mr. Sharpless, his name is important because he got this is his second Nobel Prize. Okay, so even they can ask who all are there who got two Nobel Prize in okay, so those things you should know about. So here, see, if you'll see the heading, Nobel for work on click chemistry, and secondly in quantum mechanics. Okay, so for physics you got quantum mechanics. Why they got that has helped in the study of the behavior of atomic particles, which helped in the supercomputer and encrypted communication. Supercomputer and encrypted communication को develop करने में help किया. अब ये click chemistry क्या है? Okay, so see, UPSC is known for using these terms. They can ask in prelims regarding click chemistry, or they can also ask questions in your mains in future. Okay, so you have to know two terms. One is click chemistry and another is bio-orthogonal chemistry. Okay, for which they got it. Okay, so we'll discuss these two things. First, we'll go to click chemistry. See, what is click chemistry? It involves a reaction that unite two synthetic molecules क्विकली एंड इरिवर्सिबली, मतलब कि दो सिंथेटिक मॉलिक्यूल्स को एक साथ जोड़ता है बहुत तेजी से, और वो दोबारा फिर टूट करके इंडिविजुअल मॉलिक्यूल्स नहीं बन सकते हैं. ठीक है. नाउ बायो ऑर्थोगोनल केमिस्ट्री क्या होता है? बायो ऑर्थोगोनल केमिस्ट्री रिफर्स टू एनी केमिकल रिएक्शन दैट अकर इनसाइड लिविंग सिस्टम, मतलब किसी सेल के अंदर जैसे वो हो रहा है, विदाउट इंटरफेयरिंग विथ नेटिव बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस, मतलब सेल के अंदर जो भी काम चल रहा है उसमें इंटरफेरेंस नहीं करेगा ये. ठीक है, तो चलिए दो टर्म्स हमने पढ़ लिए, अब आगे चलते हैं. These things can be asked in prelims, so be prepared for those things. Okay. Here it is mentioned other individuals like Mr. Sharpless has got two Nobel Prize. Others are John Burden, who won for physics prize twice, and Marie Curie, who won for physics and chemistry. Okay, then Linus Pauling, who won for chemistry and physics. Okay, and then Frederick Sanger, who won for chemistry twice. So there are Sharpless, then John Burden, Marie Curie, Linus Pauling, and Frederick Sanger. These are the guys who got two Nobel Prizes. Okay, चलिए next news की तरफ चलते हैं. Okay, so now we'll start with our editorial. So see, the first editorial article is of not much news. This one, neutrality abstention. Okay, so here they are talking about how Mr. Modi had a discussion with the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, but there is not much takeaway from this article. Remaining three we'll discuss from our notes directly. Okay, so these are our notes. It's hardly 1.5 page of the complete editorial analysis. I'll suggest go through them once through our Telegram channel. You can download them free of cost from our Telegram channel. Okay, so first article which talks about, I'll show you. Assuming new light. Pabo's Nobel wins should inspire biologists to shun academic straitjacket. Okay, what is academic straitjacket? That we'll also discuss. ओके चलिए पढ़ते हैं. देखिए अब सबसे पहली चीज क्या है कि नोबल किसको मिला? सवांते पावो को मिला. ये सवांते पावो जो स्वीडिश है और ये एक जेनेसिस्ट है. इनको किस चीज में मिला है? मेडिसिन में मिला है. ठीक है. अब इसका सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है कि देखिए 2016 के बाद पहली बार किसी इंडिविजुअल को मिला. जनरली क्या हो रहा है? मल्टीपल विनर्स हो रहे हैं. जैसे अभी हमने केमिस्ट्री और आपका फिजिक्स में पढ़ा, देयर आर थ्री विनर्स फॉर द सेम कैटेगरी. बट दिस इज द आफ्टर 2016 दिस इज फर्स्ट टाइम दैट फॉर मेडिसिन एन इंडिविजुअल गॉट द नोबेल प्राइज. इसका सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है? इट शोज द ओरिजिनलिटी ऑफ द रिसर्च एंड इट्स रिवॉल्यूशनरी implication on the biology. Okay, now we'll talk about what is that research. Research talks about, see what he has done. He has perfected the technique of DNA extraction from fossil remains. Why he has perfected it? Because there will be very little DNA, okay, and that can be easily contaminated. What he has done with that DNA, he has done a comparative analysis of hominin genome with human genome. Okay, so he has taken two hominins. One is Neanderthal and other is Denisova. He has discovered this Denisova from a 40,000 year old finger bore eel DNA. Okay, from that he has incorporated, and while comparing it with the human genome, he has given a theory that our genome or is quite impacted from these hominins genome. It shows that we had a close relationship with them and we had interbred with them. Okay, beside that there are percentage and all those things are mentioned, and their influence also they are talking about. This interbreeding has led to propensity to disease and adaptability to conditions. Okay, beside that in this article nothing else is important. So what they want to say regarding this straitjacket thing is, like, everyone is following the same flow of research. We should not do that, and we should learn from his discoveries that he went away from the regular researchers and got the Nobel Prize. Okay, now we'll move on to the next article. Gubernatorial procrastination is unreasonable. Okay, here he is talking about how governors are not giving assent to the bills which have been passed by the legislature. Okay, so first thing what it says, that bill passed by the state assembly becomes act only when governor gives his assent or sign it. Okay, so issue क्या है? अभी recently क्या issue आया? First is Tamil Nadu governor. What he said, that he has forwarded the bill for exemption of NEET exam to the locals to president. Okay, in future in the coming lines we'll come to know that if we have to forward the bill to president, it should be related to encroachment of power to the high court, but he has forwarded it to the president. Next is Kerala governor. Okay, so Kerala governor, he has went away ahead and he has publicly announced that he will not assent to Lok Ayuktha amendment bill and Kerala University amendment bill. So these are the issues. Okay, चलिए आगे देखते हैं. It talks about such actions of governor through the legislative program of government out of gear because of uncertainty surrounding to assent. ठीक है. इसके बाद it talks about article 200. What is article 200? Article 200 gives choices to governor when a bill reaches to him. First is he can give his assent. Second, he can send it back to assembly. But for what he will send it? For some provisions that he don't like, or the complete bill he doesn't like. But if again the assembly passes the bill without any rectification, governor has to give his assent. Okay, so it has the primacy of the state legislature. State legislature has a mandate of public, so it shows the primacy of the state legislature. Third option, what he has, he can reserve the bill for president. For what reasons he can reserve the bill to the president? Is high court whipping away its powers. Okay, this we have already discussed. Last is withholding the assent. but constitution does not mention the grounds. There are no grounds mentioned for this. Okay, so that needs to be discussed. Now we'll discuss the practices overseas. So UK also have the same provisions that crown or royal assent is needed for the passing of the bill, or for a bill to become an act it should be uh, assented by the royal. Without holding assent he can do it, but in practice they are not doing it, and also it is considered as unconstitutional there. Secondly, in US also, president has a veto power to refuse the assent, but if the house send it with two-third majority to the house back, they send it, that will become a law. Okay, directly it will become a law. Okay. See, after that, whether if governor is not holding his assent, state government can go to court or not. Okay, whether the government of a state can challenge the refusal of assent to the governor in a court. Article 361, what it says, it prohibits courts initiation of proceeding against governor and president for the act done as a capacity of governor or president. So they can't interfere, but there is a judgment of Rameshwar Prasad and Odisha's others against union government, whether this immunity granted under Article 361(1), they can check the intention. If it is mollified, then that can be quashed. Okay, but even if governor has a malified intention, court cannot direct the governor to give his assent. Okay, so that is an issue, that court can't direct governor to give his assent. Okay, after this a concluding remark is here which you can read on your own. Okay, चलिए last article को देखते हैं. Okay, it talks about that urban flooding. So basically why it is we are having discussion on that because of this Bangalore flooding. After that the writer has discussed about various instances of similar kind, like Delhi in 2013-21 we had, Mumbai we had in 2005 and 2017, Chennai we had in 2015 and 2020-21, Hyderabad we have seen in 2020. So these are the reoccurring phenomena in major cosmopolitan cities of India. Urban flooding is a reality. Okay, damages. First, we'll consider the amount. In amount, if we'll calculate, for Mumbai from 2005 to 15, it amounts to 14,000 crore. For Tamil Nadu, only for 2015, it amounts to 15,000 crores. Along with that, there will be some social and human cost as well, and especially it will disproportionately affect the poorest in the society. Okay, because they are more tend to live in environmentally vulnerable areas. Okay, then it talks about, see, whatever happens after this, those are piecemeal solutions. We are not having master plans to deal with it. Okay, here it says that piecemeal solutions to systematic problems of climate change. Okay, after that, few points we'll discuss. The first is knee-jerk reaction. It is talking about, okay, what will happen if suppose there is a flood. Suppose in Bangalore there is a flood, we'll talk about drain cleaning setups, anti-encroachment drives will have, stormwater project network projects will have. Like example, in 2021, because of 2021 flood, government announced 900 crore package. In recent flood, they have said that anti-encroachment drive will take. So these are what government do. These are piecemeal efforts. Okay, what should be done? We should have a master plan. But Bangalore does not have a master plan from 2015 onwards. India, 65% of the urban settlement do not have master plan. Okay. And wherever they exist, they do not address the issue of environmental or climate issues. These issues they are not addressing because they are quite old. Then what Niti Aayog has said in its report, that state government does not have capacity. Even then, they are the one who are making the master plans, even though city government should do it now, who are just mere stakeholders in that plan. So the city government should make the master plan because they are more well aware about the situation of the city. Okay, then they have given some of the examples, like Delhi drainage master plan is there, which is quite old. It is of 1976 and recently they have brought a new one. So it was a gap of almost like 46 years when they brought the new plan. Bangalore drainage plan was came in 2015. Okay, and there are almost 12 agencies doing the same work. So no one is ready to take the responsibility of the fallouts during the flood times. Okay. Then they talk about master plans. See, Mumbai has brought a plan which covers all aspects of city, from environmental, from flooding to air pollution. Okay. Also, it is aligned to a larger goal of net zero emission. But what is the issue? There is no statutory backing to it. Okay, and it is just a recommendation. Okay, which authorities can adopt. Okay, also these kinds of plans whichever are brought, those are expert driven and they don't include public participation. Okay, so they lack public participation and they are made in silos inside the glass ceilings. Okay, so that needs to be dealt with. So now what needs to be done? So there is a need of institutionalization. So they have given two options. One is comprehensive action plan for all key Indian cities. Okay, create comprehensive action plan for all key Indian cities. Okay, along with statutory backing. Okay, and public consultation should be done. After that, it talks about environmental protection agency to tackle the issues related to climate change. Okay, guys, that's it for today. We'll again meet tomorrow. Good day. Happy learning.